Hello everyone, it's Andrew from Froot Farms bringing another update on what's going on the farm. So today we are in our little demonstration field. So we have about 3,500 sable palms in stock at a time. We have a regeneration sable palm farm. We also sell other palm trees, and we are doing agroforestry through Froot Farms. LiQWYD Farms, our sister farm, kind of does all that kind of stuff. So we have our Barbados cherry currently filled with fruit. This gets full sun. They seem to fruit prolifically when they're in full sun. I absolutely love Barbados cherries. It's one of my top fruit trees for Florida. So if you're in Florida, grow Barbados cherries. They're amazing. What I wanted to kind of talk about is kind of twofold. So one, obviously, because we have so many stables, we get a lot of palm fronds. And we're shipping these out to customers, so we get rid of all the dead fronds when we ship them. So we wanted to try to see what they could do as a mulch, since we have such an abundance of them. And we try to utilize as much that we have on site as possible. So since we have these palm fronds, we're using them and trying to see in this little demonstration field how well they work as a mulch. We're gonna try to get some local tree trimming companies to deliver mulch as well, but we're kind of in the middle of nowhere here in Christmas right now, and so it's harder to find that than in more residential areas. It's something that we do plan on getting more into, but it's also good to utilize what you have on the property. So since we already have thousands and thousands of palm trees, we already have these palm fronds, we can at least utilize them in the main rows, and then we're gonna try and see what they do under the trees. But I would like to add more other mulch and better material kind of around the base of the trees, and try to use them more just kind of as a weed barrier more than just as a mulch. So in our front row, because it's closer to the road, we planted smaller stuff. So we have prickly paracactus, we have this giant pigeon pea. So I planted this a few months ago. Pigeon peas obviously are awesome because they provide a multitude of different benefits to the system. So they obviously produce a pea which can be eaten either sort of like more as a bean or a pea. You can use it in a lot of different recipes. My wife's Puerto Rican and uses it in arroz con gandules. So you have a lot of different uses for that, but it's also a nitrogen fixer, so it helps the plants around it with symbiotic relationships. And it could be used as a chop and drop. Obviously it grows mass quickly, so I can use that, chop it down, and use it as mulch for the system as well, which we're gonna do more of that as well. We have lemongrass. I have a little white sapote that's not doing so well. Then we have cranberry hibiscus, which I really like. Another pigeon pea, groomy chama, and then we have an avocado over here. We're using, now that we saw that the pigeon pea did well in this system over here, we're starting to intercrop it with everything else. So we have an avocado, another pigeon pea, we have a plum that the deer like to eat, another pigeon pea, nectarine. The deer also kind of attacked our tree when there was fruit on it, so there's some branches I have to cut and make it look a little prettier. It was a lot nicer tree before the deer. We got an olive and a pigeon pea in between it. Got another pigeon pea, a fig, pigeon pea again, a cocktail tree. So this is a citrus cocktail tree. It has 4 or 5 different citrus fruit on it. This is Myers lemon that's growing on here. We have tea. A lot of this stuff, again, is something that I thought might be cool in the system, and we're trying it. This is a little demonstration field. We have stables right here now, but I'm gonna expand this demonstration field this way and expand it further out as well. But I'm just using this kind of as a trial. We have a 115-acre farm, and I'm trying to see what works well so that we can plant more of it. Ooh, Barbados cherry. I love Barbados cherries. So I'm gonna pick that one. This is something that if you're in Florida, I definitely recommend growing. I love Barbados cherries. They love full sun, which we get a lot of here in Central Florida. We got more pigeon peas. I just planted this moringa. I love moringa. This stem on this one was looking really nice. I have the cage around it because I just planted it, and the deer like to attack my new stuff. Another pigeon pea, Mamesa pote, another pigeon pea. This one got a little damage. It was really hot out yesterday and the irrigation wasn't on yet. Guava, another pigeon pea. We have red ever-bearing mulberry. I would like to get more mulberries in the system. I love mulberries, but the red ever-bearing is a smaller mulberry. I would like to try green mulberries and a few other things. I have a seed from the pigeon pea I have over there. I wanted to see how well the seeds from that germinate directly in the ground, so I'm testing 2 of them right here. Then I have pineapple guava, which is also called Fioja. Kind of scraggly Jabazicaba that I need to play around with. This pigeon pea, again, didn't have irrigation on it for a day and lost all of its leaves, but it'll probably come back. We have Lila, really cold hardy avocados. I had this before we got to 28 degrees and it did fairly well, so that was good. Another pigeon pea that kind of took a hit but still has some green leaves on it. It's going to be fine. And finally another avocado. Like I said, I'm trying to expand this field out a little further. We have fields in the back that we're planting as well, but just trying to plant out more of the property and trying to get a demonstration so we have a good idea of what does well here. It's about to rain, starting to look pretty ominous, so I'm gonna go. Thanks so much for watching.